Hi, everybody. This is Lauren Davia, astrologer and spiritual teacher here at Benny Mudra. And this is an astrological update for October 10th through October 17th. So we have like a lot going on this week. The most important thing to just start with is that Mercury is still in retrograde. So just, you know, expect delays, cross all T's, dot all I's, make sure the text message you're sending, isn't for your husband when it's meant for your boss and vice versa. Check travel things, that you don't book the wrong airport, that you don't book the wrong name. And it's just an invitation to expect delay. So yeah, of course, leave earlier, etc. And if you're not able to kind of like laugh at the Mercury retrograde of it all, that when Mercury, the trickster, gets in there, sometimes there's just no way to to get around him. So he's present. He goes direct right early on the 18th. So it'll be super crunchy next weekend around the 16th, 17th as he goes to station direct. It's always amplified the most when a retrograde begins, right in the middle of it, and at the end for these inner planets. So we have Pluto now going direct. That happened last week. So Pluto is the planet of transformation and death and change, now moving direct. That's a good thing. He's picking up speed. Lots more drudging up a lot of stuff. So that's another invitation to be especially kind to yourself. There's some sweet placements this week, and there's a lot of sweetness about, but I say be super nice to yourself always, but particularly this week, because there's just a lot of shift. So you're invited to treasure this week, and also know that it is scrambly because there are so many planets that are shifting direction and stationing and going direct. A week and a half ago we had 6 planets retrograde. That's a lot, including Mercury. So today on October 10th we have Saturn stationing direct, and we also have on the 17th Jupiter stationing direct, both in the same sign. They kind of travel together in a certain way astrologically, even though they're very different planets. Jupiter is the planet of bounty. He's Santa Claus. He amplifies everything. He's gifts. And Saturn is the planet of rules, restriction, constriction. But they have some connection zodiacally, and but usually they don't go direct or retrograde in the same sign in the same week. So we pay attention to that. So Sunday, October 10th, Saturn going direct, there should be a swiftness and a clarity in terms of like the stuff that you were invited to get down to business about in the last like 3 or 4 months. That is present this week. We also have on the 17th, Jupiter going direct. And so that Jupiter, 2 planets like this going direct, it's like something enormous. Like I'm trying to think of like Tom Cruise running and like, a giant, like a giant prehistoric rock, like he's running after it. And then all of a sudden it stops and then changes signs and then, goes backward. A wonderful astrologer, I think, described it as Indiana Jones and the boulder, and it's stopping and going backwards. Like it's a big shift. So we're looking at changes with regard to Saturn and Saturnine things since May, and Jupiter and Jupiter-esque things since June. And so the really good news is that planets going direct or being direct, they aid and abet us more when they're direct. So just think about what you've learned over these months, and just know that the integration of those things is much more readily available to you than ever. And also to say that the 15th is offering us with regard to the sun and the way it's hitting everything a very, very sweet day. So it's a mix. It's only good, but because there's so much energy about, I just tell everyone, like, just be careful, be extra self-care. With that, I wish you a beautiful week. Please watch our YouTube channel for Benny Mudra. It is awesome. There's a lot of healers. There's a lot of stuff on there that's really sweet content that I think you'll enjoy. I'm available for consultation at bennymudra.com, as are other amazing healers. And I'm available on Instagram at Lauren_Dalvia, Dalvia. And I thank you so much. Have a beautiful week.